What if the season making you question your faith is actually the season God is using to make your faith stronger? What if your silence, your struggles, your loneliness, and even your battles are not proof that God has abandoned you? What if they are revealing something you couldn't see before? Stay with me, because the fifth sign may completely change the way you look at your relationship with God. Jesus never promised his followers an easy life. He said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." That means difficulty does not automatically mean you're walking away from God. Sometimes difficulty is where you learn to walk closer to Him. Sign number 1. You keep seeking God even when you don't feel Him. There may be days when you pray and hear nothing. You open your Bible, but your heart feels distracted. You worship, but the emotion isn't there. And you start thinking, maybe God isn't listening anymore. But faith isn't built on feelings alone. Imagine a child walking through a dark room while holding a parent's hand. The child may not see the parent clearly, but the hand is still there. Your feelings can change. God's character does not. So when heaven feels quiet, don't immediately assume God is gone. Keep praying, keep seeking, keep trusting. Jesus taught his followers to keep asking, seeking, and knocking. Sometimes faith grows precisely when you choose God without needing an emotional reward. Sign number 2. You are becoming aware of the things inside you that need to change. Maybe you notice anger that you used to ignore. Maybe you recognize pride, selfishness, jealousy, or habits you once considered normal. That realization can feel uncomfortable, but don't mistake awareness for failure. When light enters a dark room, you suddenly see what was already there. God's light does the same thing in our hearts. Jesus didn't come for people pretending they had no problems. He came for people who knew they needed him. So don't run from conviction. Bring it to Jesus. Sign number 3. You are fighting battles you never used to care about. You may still struggle. You may fall sometimes. But now something inside you says, I don't want to live like this anymore. That desire matters. Following Jesus doesn't mean you instantly become flawless. It means your direction begins to change. You fall, you get back up, you confess, you learn, you surrender, and you keep walking. Grace doesn't give you permission to stay the same. Grace gives you the strength to become different. Sign number 4. The things that once controlled you don't satisfy you anymore. Maybe the lifestyle you once chased now feels empty. Maybe certain conversations don't excite you like they used to. Maybe you want something deeper than money, attention, entertainment, or approval. Jesus said, "What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul?" Sometimes that emptiness isn't the end. It is an invitation. Your heart may be discovering that temporary things cannot satisfy an eternal hunger. And here is sign number 5. You still hunger for God. You're still searching. You're still asking questions. You're still watching messages like this because somewhere inside you want to know Him more. Jesus said those who hunger and thirst for righteousness are blessed because they will be filled. So don't measure your faith only by how strong you feel today. Measure it by where you're turning when life gets hard. Are you turning away from God, or are you turning toward Him? If you're turning toward Jesus, even with tears, questions, weakness, and doubt, keep walking. Your struggle does not have to be the end of your story. It can become the place where your roots grow deeper. So tonight, stop asking, why don't I feel strong enough? Ask a better question. Jesus, what are you teaching me in this season? Then listen, keep praying, keep seeking, keep trusting. And remember, faith isn't the absence of struggle. Faith is choosing Jesus in the middle of the struggle. If that is your decision today, write one sentence in the comments. I choose Jesus, even when I don't understand the season. Let that be more than a comment. Let it be your decision. And if you're walking through a difficult season right now, remember this. You may not see what God is doing yet, but that doesn't mean He isn't working. Keep walking, keep believing, keep your eyes on Jesus. Your story isn't finished.